Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Danny Shea in his bathrobe. How's everybody? I had a couple of videos loaded, and when I went to look at them, they were flashing green and stuff, and I was like, oh no! Yeah, it was one of those. Anyway, so little Donnie Darky didn't get his moment in fame. Little Donnie Dark in the Puppy Bowl. It was funny. RNC. It was really funny. You should have seen it. And it's gone, deleted. I also had a Kellyanne one, gone. So I'm going to read on her again. I'm going to read on the RNC, where we are so far. It's just been crazy. But first, a little bit of business. Because this jiggery pokery time that we're in right now has thrown me a little bit. I had to get that word in. Jiggery pokery. Anyway, I want to thank you all for subscribing and watching. I got over 3,000 subscribers and am so honored and thankful that you all choose to spend some time watching these videos. I try to make them light. I try to let Spirit come in and say what they need to say. And I know there's a lot of great tarot readers out there, and I just appreciate you spending some time with me. I started out doing this just so I can keep a record of what I was doing, and then it morphed a little bit and a lot, and now it's just this community where we get to bounce ideas off back and forth, and I'm just so thankful for all of you, so I want to say that. A big thank you to Lorraine. Thank you. Awesome. Also to the people who are asking me for readings and stuff. I really enjoy tapping in, and I think you guys get to tap into my energy too, so it's great. I appreciate it. I am going to start the 2 readings, offering some free readings coming up. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after, but I am going to start doing that. But, let's move on. Astrology Hub, Annie Ortelli. She's back. She had COVID. I know she was sick. I didn't know what it was, but she had COVID, and she's getting back on her feet. One of the things that I caught from that I thought was really important was the image of playing tennis and getting ready to return a serve. And you're all ready, and you're bouncing back and forth, come on. Where's the ball going to come? Where's it going to come? And then you're ready and you hit it back. So I really like that image in my head. I thought that was pretty cool. So, and I think that's where we are a little bit with this. Okay. Convention. Have you guys been watching? Weird. That's all I can say. Last night I watched the woman that was doing the prayer. I'm like, okay, let me focus, pay attention. I was really having a hard time listening to her and focusing. Pay attention. Then at the bottom there was a Chiron, however you pronounce that, and it was Church of Las Vegas. Trying not to laugh. Church of Las Vegas. I mean, you gotta have churches in everywhere. A nice quiet place to meditate. And Church of Sin City. It's kind of what went through my head. Shame on me. Okay. One of the videos that didn't get up was those 2 videos that didn't get up. And the reason was the coyote. I pulled this last night, a card of trickery. So there's trickery going on, but it's for the highest good. So, okay. All right. So it didn't go up because it was for the highest good. Anyway, let's read on Kellyanne, and I'll try to get those other videos up. They're deleted, so I have to remake them. Kellyanne, what's going on? Kellyanne. So, why was it really the daughter? What prompted you to just get up and go? What prompted you to get up and go? She had a choice, okay? And it was an emotional choice. Emotional. Two of Cups being crossed by the Knight of Swords. I'm feeling that there is some news that's coming up that, I mean, she's not one to shy away from news, but she certainly doesn't tell the truth. She likes to deflect it a whole bunch. So this news is coming at her. That's what I'm feeling. Knight of Cups. What's going on? Why did you... Chariot. Moving on. Oh, wow. So what I'm getting with this, why she... I think this is the card. It is to try to salvage her family. So her and George, they both quit their respective jobs as far as trying to get the president reelected, get him not reelected. And so it was a spiritual coming together. They've got a lot of things to run up against. There's a lot of hidden information that they're not seeing. And here's the moving on card. And it's all about loss. But they come together and their family will survive because they're coming together at the end. Let me ask if there's anything political. And I don't want to get too into it because the daughter's 15 years old, even though, you know, she is talking like a very old 15-year-old. What, was there any political stuff going on that caused or will come up that caused Kellyanne to bail at this time? Let's just see. Is there anything political? Feels more emotional, but there is something going on. I think it's both. I think it's both. It's very emotional. Hang on, let me close my window. That was my garbage truck. Anybody got any garbage they want thrown out? Be nice. I heard. That's because I was projecting it. Okay. Garbage they want thrown out. But back to the reading. Here we go. Why did Kellyanne leave? Was it political? It's emotional. But there is some truth that is going to be coming out that's being crossed by this. And is it the truth that her family, again, Three of Wands, they need to come together and build a unifying message? But what is that? A lot of news that is coming. So I think that we're going to hear more from Kellyanne or about Kellyanne. And this Star of Hope Let's just see what that Star of Hope really is about. Is that about this news that's coming out? Is this Star of Hope for family, for Republicans, or for Democrats? Democrats. This is, I just pulled 3. Is it for family? It is a little bit. You know, you got the King of Swords. So he's cutting through the BS. He's the king. Yes, it is about the family. Is it about the Republicans, this Star of Hope? It's not going to be good for the Republicans. Unless you like being in a fetal position, hugging your legs. Is it going to be about the Democrats? This Star of Hope, this news that was coming up. Boom. Boom. Ace of Wands. And it's interesting. In other decks, this Ace of Wands comes out of the clouds, and it's like a big club. And I go, it's my Fred Flintstone club. Well, Annie Ortelli, she was talking about how we have the hammer of Thor aspect. So something may be coming out. Something may be coming out in the near future, stemming from Kellyanne, that is not going to be good for the Democrats. Interesting. Interesting. So we'll see where all that goes. All right, the RNC. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the RNC. Ace of Wands. I'm gonna redo this again because I don't think I was clear in what I was asking. What I'd like to know is, how is the first half of the convention going for people on the fence? How is this going for the president's re-election so far? How is this Republican convention helping the president get re-elected? Moving on, Six of Swords next. This is coming together to work together in the Two of Cups. But if you look at this card, it's more, to me, this is more karmic. This is fate, what's going on. And just 3 cards. And they're trying to put forth this calming effect. And this is also my Russia card. So you look at how Trump is using the presidency, the White House, and there is such a mirror to Russia. Using the White House for political gain. And you could, you see Putin walking through his gold doors. You see Trump doing the same thing with, I don't think they're gold doors, but if he had his way, they would be. So the question was, how is the past 2 days working out for Trump's re-election? It's not working out very well. I think people are Are they seeing that correlation between Russia and him? The similarities? What's the next 3 days going to be? 2 days. 2 days. What's the next 2 days going to bring? Do a little deeper spread with this. Well, maybe not. Ace of Wands. Again. We're going to get new information. It's going to be crossed by moving on. The base is the Two of Cups. Some more... This is more spiritual. This is more universe telling us what we should be doing, what we should be thinking about. Moving on, a lot of news coming up, and there's some more truth coming out. There's so much news that has come out, and it just seems like it just sits there, right? Nothing's getting done with it. However, when you look at all of these cards coming up, moving on, the Chariot, Six of Swords, moving on. Let's just keep going. Internally, Hierophant. This is the government looking into a box of truth about the Empress. Hopes and fears. This dark information is going to come to light, or this light information is going to stay in the dark. Hopes and fears. And the potential outcome is what? Another new investigation coming from here. And it's not going to be good. It's going to cause a lot of... It's going to be like being stabbed in the back. We were talking about the RNC in the next 2 days, being stabbed in the back from some new truth that's coming out. Which is the base of this. Wheel of Fortune, that came out reversed. Five of Swords, winning at any cost. Knight of Wands. This is, I think, my new Jared Kushner card. Always looking backwards. And Hanged Man. Suspension. And that's reversed. So he's looking at the sun. He's looking at the sun over his head, but we're getting a new perspective on really what the RNC is all about. And this Wheel of Fortune is fate, but it was upside down, which is telling me that the Republican Party is upside down. Didn't need a card to tell me that. But it's also karmic. So they're leaving, they're moving on, they're being stabbed into the back, and that's their own party that's doing it. So we're going to hear more fast news from more Republicans just going, had enough. Had enough. Pompeo getting up there and using the Republican convention to pump up Trump? Really? Really? That's just so wrong. I'm doing this backwards, aren't I? Should be doing it the other way, but there it is. It's all good. All good. Okay, so 20 minutes. Let's see. Let me think. So I'm going to just tap into Pompeo and Barr. Woo, that's going to be fun. Pompeo. Is he going to face any kind of recrimination? Is that the right word for what he did? What's going on with Pompeo? Let's just do a little past, present, future. So in the past, we have him. He was riding pretty high. You know, he was riding in as a winner. Six of Cups going back to the past. But when I look at this, I go, you know that Maxwell Smart, Get Smart, Cone of Silence? That's what I thought when I pulled this. And the Cone of Silence never, ever worked. Ever. Ever. Maybe once. No, never. I mean, always. Anyway. So, there is this Cone of Silence, but it's not working. And we got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a completion card, which, to me, this Wheel of Fortune, as it spins, as it looks like a top, at 1 minute you're up, next minute you're down. Let's just pull a clarifier on what that Wheel of Fortune is wanting to say. Do you guys want to say anything more about this Wheel of Fortune with Pompeo? I just heard his fortunes are done. Wheel of Fortune. Is that true, what I just heard? Sometimes, you know, the guides are going, you know, we just want to keep you guys on your toes. And I think about that tennis. It's bouncing back and forth. Get ready. Get ready. So the Wheel of Fortune. Talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune, please. Is there anything else you want us to know? Is that indicative of him losing his fortune? The Sun. Well, that's a yes card. And I think that's, you know, I said, that's what I heard. And then I go, oh, or it says happy. No, I think he's losing that because he is moving on. That's not physical. That's just him moving on. And it's because of illusion delusion. Or somebody making him an offer. Talk to me about this Seven of Cups, because a lot of times that's my trump card, illusion delusion. I have so many cards for Trump. Let's just see, can you clarify that Seven of Cups? What does that mean? Is he getting another offer? Or is something happening due to Trump? Balance, Temperance, Queen of Wands, news coming really fast. So, Temperance, trying to balance things out. And then you have the Queen of Wands, bringing us news, bringing us comfort. And then you have the Eight of Wands, all this news, all this fast-moving stuff coming from this, causing him to move on. So, Mike Pompeo is moving on. We got Kellyanne, we got Mike Pompeo, Bill Barr. Bill Barr. Bill Barr. Because he's been kind of quiet, I think. I try to stay away from the news as much as I can. It's hard, though. What's going on with Bill Barr? Oh, that popped down. 4 cups having an offer that he's not looking at. What's going on with Bill Barr? A lot of times I can't remember the cards I pull, but I know we just had those 2 cards, but that one, I don't think we had that last pull. Anyway, Bill Barr. Thinking he's a winner. This Wheel of Fortune tells me it's always spinning. So one moment you're up top, the next moment you're at the bottom. And the 6 of Cups going back to a more gentle past. Let's ask a little more direct question, if we can, please. Is Bill Barr going to leave this administration before the election? I heard no, but that is a yes being crossed by the 3 of coins. This is people working together, so I think some people are going to try to keep him from moving. Fool's journey, just taking a leap and just getting out, or maybe that was him getting in. Just so many red hot pokers that he's dealing with. It's hard to deal with that heavy load, that hot load. Bill Barr gets the Justice card on top. Who would have thought? Now, just to let you know, wow, what's going on with this? So somebody that's been watching that go, fix your dang shade, fix it. It's driving me crazy. I can't watch it anymore. Sorry. All right, so Bill Barr, I mean, is this justice coming for him, or is this because he's Bill Barr? And the possible future? 9 of Cups. Is Bill Barr leaving before the election? I wish, but whose wish is it? Okay, so he's working on a lot of things. It's not illusion delusion, but he's working on a lot of things. And internally, he's feeling, I am underwater. I'm juggling too many things. I can't keep my head above water. External factors are just, he sees the loss, right? He is focused on the darkness of the clouds of, he's focused on darkness. Just leave it like that. Hopes and fears. Fountain card. Hopes and fears. See, the fountain card to me is like unlimited possibility. Just the expansiveness of the universe. If you want to go get something, you can get it. But with this card, you got to stay in the light. You have to stay in the center. I don't feel like these guys are staying in the center. That's just me coming from a liberal point of view. And then the outcome, Star of Hope. That's King of Cups. It's my Biden card, but it's also one of being protected. It's my Biden card, but it's also being protected by the storm, weathering the storm, putting up a protection against all of that stuff, right? So on other decks, the Ten of Wands is protection, where the guy's carrying all the wands and he's protecting himself. On my Scarab deck, the guy's got the Ten of Wands on his back, protecting his back. This deck, he's just trying to manage all these hot pokers. He's trying to protect himself. Let's look at the base of the deck. Another fun card. Getting in a fetal position. Looking at all the scary things coming at you. Why? Because the Emperor has thrown out all the truth. There's news of Russia coming out, and he's taking his stuff and he's taking some secrets. Is he going? It looks like he's going before the November election. He's really thinking about it. There's going to be some news coming about Russia. This is what I'm feeling. There's going to be some news coming about Russia that is going to be really hot to handle. He's going to try to protect himself. So the center of the reading is him wanting to leave, but he's going to hang in there. He's not leaving yet, even though he sees the writing on the wall. He sees that we're just underwater. I love this image. He is underwater. All right, 32. Let's hang on. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I could probably keep going, but I know I could keep going. But I want to leave it there. I want to leave it with a final oracle card, and that was from the Enchanted Map, Heal the Ouch. I think it's really important for us not to get caught up in all of this stuff. Just observe for now. Just observe. Don't get all worked up over it. It doesn't help us yelling at the TV like I do. Although it is fun. Oh my God. Kimberly Garfoyle. I was yelling at her. What? Why are you yelling at me? You stop yelling. Donnie Jr. all sweating. They're going to do what they're going to do. We are going to do what we do. But in the meantime, heal the ouch. Take care of ourselves. Let's not beat ourselves up. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all my new subscribers, old subscribers, this community. It's awesome. Thank you all to everyone who's pushed me along the way. Appreciate it. Much love.